welcome to Cole's Vlog. Today we're going to be making catfish gumbo, which is a really easy, simple recipe that me and my family usually like to cook. So today I'll show you the recipe right about now. As you can see in the recipe, there's not a lot of things, and the things that are in it are simple. There's a lot of catfish, there's some okra, green peppers, onion, garlic, that kind of stuff, some more vegetables. And the taste of it tastes perfectly fine. You can add in, if you want to be spicier, add more of that hot sauce or whatever. Or if you want to be more mild, cut the hot sauce out. We like it really spicy, and the main people who eat in my family are me and my dad. And so today we'll show you how to cook it. And right now we had to buy it frozen because I couldn't catch catfish the other day. I tried really hard. I spent the whole day, and you usually have to spend night. That's when usually the catfish come out, is at nighttime, and I couldn't catch any because I wasn't out there at nighttime. I was too tired, but I spent the whole day, didn't get anything. I got 2 trout, and that was about it, and can't use trout in this recipe. So once the fish thaws, we'll get to the kitchen and start cooking. So these are the catfish fillets, and we needed approximately 1 pound, so we got our measurer here. And you don't need exactly the right amount. You just want it close to it, so you would know if you had to double the other stuff or not. So 1 pound and about 1/8, so 1 1/8 pounds. So that's good enough. We don't need to double anything. So the other rest that you need is bell pepper, other bell pepper. I'll dice some celery, some beef cubes, whatever those are, tomatoes, you need 16 ounces, cut okra, which is like a pepper thing. This is original pure olive oil and water. So I'll show you how to cut the catfish now. So once you got your fish fillets all ready to go, I'll show you with this one. Simply cut it down the middle. Once you got your halves, you just want to cut into little cubes, kind of because it's going into a stew. And there you got it. Just little cubes like that, and you throw it in the bowl. So now you're going to cut your celery, which is just going to cut it into little biteable sized cubes. And you need 1/2 cup of this. So approximately about maybe 2 of these. But once you're done cutting the celery, you're going to go to the bell peppers, which you're just going to I like cutting them into little lengthy parts. Not that lengthy, but kind of little things like this. That's just how I like that. And you're also going to need 1/2 cup of that. And so that's good. So the first step is to boil the 2 cups of water with 2 beef bouillons. It doesn't matter what size pot you use, just a big enough pot to fit, and it will fit all the stuff you got. So once this comes to a boil, then we'll be good. So once all the vegetables have become tender, which takes about 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to add it into the boiling water, which has already dissolved the beef cubes. And I'll show you that once all these vegetables are tender. Now the vegetables are done. You can see by the onions are getting a little burnt because I wasn't washing them, but they got caramelized kind of when they start to turn yellow. So you're just simply going to add it to your beef juice. Now you're going to add your spices with it, which is a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, some fresh thyme if you have it. We have it grown in our garden, which is going to be another 1/4 teaspoon, 1 bay leaf, and some hot sauce, which is usually to taste. It's recommended 1/8 quarter. We like it really hot, so we're going to add a ton in there. I'm going to stir all this up. Now you're going to add your 10 ounces of okra and 2 cans of diced tomatoes. So once you mix this up, you're going to let it simmer for around 30 minutes before adding the catfish. So we'll come back to when that's going to happen. Now it's been around 22 minutes, and as you can see, it's starting to bubble a little. All the vegetables are starting to get soaked up and tender even more. The okra is now not frozen. Tomatoes are also thin, so another 10 minutes of that. But right now we're gonna spice up the fish a bit. You don't have to do this, but this makes the meat chunks taste even better. So a little bit more of that Tabasco or whatever you have. And then usually we got this spice called Slap Your Mama, but right now we're out of it because we use this so much, so we're gonna use this Creole stuff, which is just as good. And you're just going to get your hand in there and mix it all up. And so in about 7 minutes, I'm going to add this in there. So once it's been 30 minutes and the stuff is all ready to go, you're going to add your catfish in. So as you can see, I just added the catfish in. Now you're going to turn it up a little bit higher. You're going to put the lid back on. You're going to let this go to 15 minutes. It's basically until the catfish is nice and flaky. So now, it's been around 15 minutes. You can see that the fish is now cooked because it's all flaky and it falls apart. But yeah, this is what it is. So, thanks for watching. And peace out.